So, this'll be your last day here, will it, lad? Yeah, had to catch the train at 7 p.m. Oh, what a shame. To leave so soon. We hardly got to see anything of you. Sorry, Grandma. I hope I wasn't being too rude. No, it's quite alright, dear. I understand. It's only natural that a young boy such as yourself would want to spend time with your friends rather than us old fossils. From across the dining table, my grandmother offers me a smile. For some reason, this smile makes me feel a bit guilty. Maybe I should have spent more time with my grandparents after all. Even if they did keep trying to usher me out of the house. Grandparents really are getting old now. Wouldn't be surprising if either one of them got ill, or even worse, in the upcoming years. Since they live all the way out here, in the middle of nowhere, I get to see them very often. But this trip is the last time I get to see them. There, dear. Let my head, blinking. Grandmother is resting her hand against mine, a small smile on her face. It is small and frail, almost like a child's. Skin is wrinkled and marked with age, knuckles standing out prominently. Don't know if I ever noticed how delicate my grandmother looks before. Grandma? Don't worry about us, love. We're getting along just fine, aren't we, Jutaro? Of course. Feel like a man of 25. Not ready to join our ancestors in the ground just yet. Oh, you always were afraid of your father, weren't you? I ain't afraid of that blustering old goat here. When we met up again, I'm gonna show him what's what. That was nice, dear. It's good to have faith in yourself. I do indeed. There's nothing more precious to a man than self-confidence. That'll see you through all right. Self-confidence. How else do you think I managed to stay alive so long, lad? Well, probably spite. Oh, pish-posh. I ain't like to show off, dear, but I think I deserve some credit too. Cooking is the thing that keeps you going. It is. Grandfather and grandmother laughed, wrinkles prominent around their mouths, underneath their eyes. Can't help but feel relieved. Maybe when you get older, you stop worrying so much. Instead, you just try to sit back and enjoy the remaining life you have left. I wonder, is it because I'm privileged that I'm able to worry all the time about such pointless things? If I was old as my grandparents, maybe I'd be just as relaxed as they are. Anyway, we have more pressing matters to attend to. Look at the old, outdated phone, sitting innocuously on the table in the hallway and ponder. It's a question that kept me up for most of the night. I still haven't come any closer to finding an answer. Should I invite Noelle to go out with a moon eye or not? Noelle is my friend too, and I value her dearly. If I didn't invite her, she might feel betrayed. However, Nomu and Noelle don't get along very well. Moo's too brash and Noelle is too quiet. They never have anything to say to each other. Don't want to make either of them uncomfortable. I don't want my last day here to be awkward either. Or deadly, but so we can have a choice here to invite her or not. It's probably gonna come bite me in the ass, but let's invite Noelle, cause what could possibly go wrong? I can't even need to think about that. Of course I'm going to invite Noelle. What kind of friend would I be if I didn't? It's going to be my last day here, then I want to see both of them. Can't choose between them, and it wouldn't be fair to. In this case, there's only one real choice. Choice of not choosing. If I was doing a test, I'd fail if I adopted this method. But real life isn't the same as school. Arbitrary rules of exams don't apply here. I would choose. I refuse to. Oh, Act 10. Greeted by a moo, waving at me energetically by the entrance of the forest. The name she calls is mine. The only one she greets even though I'm not alone. somebody else walking by my side. A girl just an inch or so taller than me, wearing a white sundress. Hair is long and pale, falling down her shoulders in a cascade. Arms and legs are bare. He isn't wearing any socks, only an old scuffed pair of white sandals that look as though they've seen better days. Clutching a large sketchbook against her chest, her eyes poking out over the top of it cautiously, though she's trying to use it as a shield. It's Noelle. It's a sunny day. Shafts of light fall across my field of vision, making her moves a waving figure blurry and indistinct. Maybe that's why Moo doesn't greet Noelle. Owning to the sunlight, she didn't see her. Noelle doesn't seem to see it like this. Shrinks in on herself like a wring out sponge, pressing her body up close against mine. Tried to hide from a Moo. Are you sure it's okay if I'm here too? Of course it is. A Moo won't bite. I mean, maybe not to you, but she might bite my head off. I know, but if it wasn't originally invited, then wouldn't I just be getting in the way? No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Moo's a nice person, you know. I always gaze chest downwards, directing at her mud-caked sandals. I know, but I wouldn't want to intrude. My burden. You could just say so and I'll leave. Don't want you to tell lies for my sake. Why would I lie? You and Moo are both my precious friends. Well, if you're sure. Up ahead, a Moo continues to call me, her light pink ponytail bouncing with each and every movement. Yo, Machan, hurry up, I'm gonna die of old age waiting here. Machan and... oh. As Noelle and I approach, recognition suddenly dawns on a Moo's face. Spotted Noelle. Oh, and who do we have here? Moo speaks in a sing-song tone as she leans forward, hands on her hips, smiling. Moo's just playing around, but Noelle isn't the person who appreciates that kind of overly familiar communication, especially not from somebody she doesn't know well. As soon as their eyes meet, Noelle makes a small squeaking sound like a mouse and clings even closer to my side. Well, that's one way of saying hello, I guess. Noelle doesn't reply. Moo's sarcastic comment has rendered her mute. Moo sighs. Jeez, what did I expect anyway? Noelle presses her body even more closely against mine. Moo isn't trying to be rude, just being honest. Moo doesn't hide her true feelings. Suppose it's natural she'd feel a little put out after making such a great effort to be friendly. Probably feels like her hard work has been thrown right back in her face. Suddenly, Moo isn't like Noelle. She doesn't really understand how she thinks. Both of them have a very different style of communicating, so they've never been able to hold a proper conversation. Can't let this awkwardness swallow up my whole day. I want this to be fun. I have to do something. Hey, Moo, don't say something like that. Oh, it's just a little quiet, that's all. There's nothing wrong with that. Oh, yeah, I know. Moo looks a little surprised at being scolded. Guess she's not used to me reprimanding her. Not in a serious way, anyway. Maybe that's why she apologizes. Well, maybe it was a little rude. I'm sorry, Noelle. I regards Moo suspiciously, still hiding behind my back. Then, mustering up all her courage, takes a step forward, walks towards Moo. It's alright. I was probably the one being rude. Huh? No, it's okay. Just not used to quiet people, I guess. I don't know how to talk to him. Huh? What do you mean? Well, my dad's a pretty loud person. Loves the sound of his own voice, and he's always making stupid jokes and annoying comments. To adapt, I had to become loud myself. He'd never listen to me otherwise. Even though he never does anyway. Oh, I understand. People have to change when they are in adverse circumstances. It's the way of the world, I think. Yeah, living in my home sure can feel pretty adverse. Especially when Dad just talks over everyone all the time. And so, thanks to that joke, I end up being this totally straightforward and graceless tomboy who speaks like a guy. I think your way of talking is much cuter, Noel. No, I'm not cute. You are. With those blue eyes and that pale skin, you look like a main character from a manga. Well, I think you have a lot of good traits too, Emily. You always look like you're having a lot of fun. As I watch the two of them, I start to smile. I was worried that this wouldn't work out, but unexpectedly, it seems like they actually can have some kind of conversation after all. Albeit, after being forcibly pushed together by me. Watching my two best friends finally have some common ground after all these years really is heartwarming. These two can get along. That would make me happy. That's what I'm hoping for. Not just for my sake, but for Noel's too. Well, when you're friends with Achan, it's hard not to have fun. Yes, he does make a lot of funny faces sometimes. Oh great, both of them are going to be teaming up on me now. God damn it. Hey, what do you mean? I mean, Achan, you're super fun to tease. Your face does go red very easily. That's the truth. Even when Noel is pretty, I think he might just be the cutest one here. I would totally love to dress you up in a real cute and frilly outfit sometime. It's my life ambition. Then get a new ambition. Current one stinks. I think it could be interesting, maybe. From a purely aesthetic point of view. Not you too, Noel. Noel isn't listening to me. Said she's lost in her own fantasy world. I wonder. I could get some designs for dresses and see what looks best. I think for that complexion, my pink would be nice. Yes, that would look really cute. And you definitely can't forget to add the ruffles. Ruffles? My pink? What on earth is this? This is not how I expected it to go. I thought one of you were gonna murder me, not team up on teasing me. Not a doll you can play dress up with, you know. I am a real human being. But they don't listen to me. Nobody ever does. Maybe it's because I'm small, so I'm easy to ignore. Who knows? Had been born a hulking giant like Mr. Jugasaki, maybe I wouldn't have this problem. Namu and Noel are totally complete opposites, were only able to bond over bullying me. That's pretty disheartening. Maybe I made a mistake. Horrible mistake. I mean, this could have ended a lot worse. It's from what I was imagining, but... Did you bring a net, Noel? No, I didn't. But I only brought two. How are you going to catch any insects without a net? Three of us walk together, Moo and lead. Since she's the one directing us, we end up taking a different route than the one Noel and I usually take through the forest. In fact, Moo isn't following the main path at all. Now, why am I not surprised by this? Sure, if I asked Moo about it, she'd laugh and say something typically over the top like, a real man makes his own destiny, something equally nonsensical. Moo crashes on ahead, in already tangled undergrowth and marching through foliage and stabbing down on raised roots as though it's nothing. I, however, am a little more cautious. Don't want to get stung by nettles. I thought maybe I could just sit in a corner and sketch or something. Are you sure? Did you think that might be boring? No, I don't think so. I like drawing. Really? Well, I've seen you in school before and it's pretty good. Don't really understand it though. I usually do natural drawings, but I was trying to create some more impressionistic pieces at school. I thought it would be good to branch out a little. Impressionistic, but I think they're quite pessimistic too. Yeah, it looks complicated, all that black paint and those red blotches. I don't get it. Not that I have any right to criticize. I can't even draw a straight line. And that's because you don't have enough patience. Who sticks their tongue out at me? Hey, I have plenty of times, I'll have you know. I wasn't denying that. I just don't think drawing is one of them. Huh. Well, yeah, but life is short. Can't hope to accomplish everything. You're not good at drawing either, Action. His artistic vision is lacking. Not again. Hey, why do you two keep on ganging up on me? It's not fair. That's just what happens when women get together, Action. You should just admit your defeat already. I didn't know we were having a competition. Of course it's a competition, silly. We're going to see who can catch the most bugs, you or me. Huh? We are? Naturally. Everything in life is a competition. You start acting all weak-willed and going is just for fun, so it doesn't matter. You end up letting life pass you by. You need to take everything seriously and give it your all in order to have a fun and fulfilling time. You know who never gets fired up about doing her homework or anything remotely useful. Do I really have to take everything seriously? That sounds like a pain. Of course you do. It's the best way to have the most fun. I guess. But not everyone can be that enthusiastic. That's just because you've been in the city too long. With its public transport and convenience stores. Don't make quitting marks when you say convenience stores. They're not a conspiracy. That's what you think. But you'd be wrong. Really? Yeah. All a plot created by the government. Make you see dwellers weak-willed and lazy. Completely servile to the state. Oh. I never thought about it that way before. Oh no. He's sucking poor Noelle into it. Cause it's all nonsense. You say that now, trying to act all high and mighty, but I know. You're a lot more unhealthy now, after living in the city for 2 years, than you were before, right? I flush. Can't help myself. Much as I hate to admit it, Moose sure does have a point. Exactly. Too easy to have a good time in the city. There's so much to do. But if you live in the country, you need to get pumped up about the small things, because there aren't enough big things to keep you busy. Yeah, I get it. I do my best. Besides, it's my last day here. I really do want to have fun with you. Yay, that's the spirit. He giggles, punching a fist into the air. But just to make sure you actually put in 110% and don't try to sneakily slack off, I think we create a punishment game. Color drains from my face. A punishment game? Really? At our age? Oh no. A punishment game? What's that? Girl asked innocently, eyes wide. Poor child. Doesn't know what the dreaded words punishment game entail. She's never been on the receiving end of one. Noelle is still so pure, so sweet. Moo ropes her into this demented game. What will happen to her innocence? Gentle light in her blue eyes may be snuffed out for all eternity. I mean, we were the ones that dragged her along, so it's partially our fault. I'm glad you asked, Noelle. It's a fun penalty I like to introduce to games to make them more exciting. Noelle frowns. Penalty? Like, the loser has to put curry powder in their eyes, or swallow 1,000 needles? What was I saying about Noah's innocence again? Exactly what I was thinking. He's scarier than I thought. Yeah, I'm assuming we haven't seen the half of it. Yes, exactly like that. We gotta think these up, Noel. What? No way, that's insane. How can I swallow a load of needles? You should do your best, Action. Take it like a man. I can't. That's impossible. It'd be impossible for any man. I'd die. I would definitely die. Okay, no needles then. But, I'll tell you what. Moose smirks. It's a smoke lifted straight from the bowels of hell, promising a world of pain. Legs start to tremble. Feel faint. Can I get out of this by claiming I'm suddenly being struck down with a bad case of smallpox? Has that been eradicated yet or not? I don't remember. Why don't I pay more attention in biology class? Probably because learning about various diseases from all over the world and just how much damage they can do to the human body makes me feel ill. Kai always teases me about that. Of course, a ghoulish girl who loves ghost stories would be the best marks gets the best marks in biology. So if you lose this competition, Action, you have to wear a cute dress. Okay, well... What? You see, brought along a cute outfit with me, in my bag, just in case. I thought if we had a contest, you'd look perfect in it. It's one of my old dresses. How old? I used to wear it when I was 9 or 10. Great. Then it won't fit. Don't be silly, Action. I know your measurements. You're small, so it would do just fine. What? How do you know my measurements? What measurements? I don't even know my measurements. Moo doesn't reply. Instead, she just giggles. This isn't making me feel any better. Doesn't that sound fair? I don't want to wear a dress. No dress that belonged to a 10-year-old girl. I will look like a pervert. You prefer the needles? Of course not. Well then, I don't think you have much of a choice. Moo, just look at it this way. Harsh punishment will give you more of an incentive to try harder. Oh, well, if that's how it is, then I will need to think of a really terrible punishment for you. Fine, do your worst. Prepared for any outcome. Okay, then, if I win, you have to immediately start to flounder. Why am I so uncreative? Read enough books in my spare time, you'd think I'd be able to come up with something. You read that translation of Dear Sarge Justine, found in the school library a year ago. But what I was doing in that school library, I have no idea. I have a suggestion. Turn to Noel, my savior in white, with a ridiculously thankful expression on my face. What is it? If you win, we should jump in the river. It's very cold and muddy. Wouldn't be fun at all. Hey, that's actually a pretty good idea. Thanks, Noel. It's no problem. Alright. I have no objections. If I win, Action is wearing that dress. If Action wins, I'm jumping in the river. And also, I would like to decide the winner. I thought we'd judge him based on who catches the most bugs. You could do that, but I think it might be too banal. Too obvious. Maybe you're right. Since Action sucks at bug catching, I'd definitely win. I want to reply with self-righteous indignation, but I can't. I know Moo's right. Why does she have to be right all the time? What do you suggest? Will looks at Moo with a small, shy smile. I think the person who catches the most interesting bug inspires my creativity should be the winner. Okay, let's do this. At the corner of my eyes, I spot it. A large stag beetle with a hard, shiny black shell sitting on the trunk of a tree. Stag beetles are interesting insects, aren't they? Sure, Noel would like to see it. Definitely more unusual than a cicada or a butterfly. There's black shell and strange tusks. This is it. This is my big break. After numerous false starts and foolish mistakes, tripping over tree roots and scaring away my potential prey, I finally have it. With a specimen like this, I'll win the competition for sure. Said the stag beetle intently, wiping beads of sweat from my forehead. Though the thick leaves overhead stop the heat from beaming too oppressive, it's still a warm day, and I've been wandering around for a while. Since I got overly picky about what bugs I should catch, then fumbled over the ones I did indeed take, I haven't caught a single thing yet. Clear jar Moo gave me is to contain my spells is completely empty. Beetle is my last and only hope. It's the single thin fine thread that separates total humiliation from complete victory. What should I do? Do I catch it carefully or catch it quickly? Yeah, let's try doing it carefully, because I think we're too clumsy to try to do it quickly. Reach out my net aiming at the beetle. Because I rush that and end up making mistakes. If I do it slow and steady, I'm sure I'll succeed, which is what I was trying to say. I'm sure of it. I can do it. I believe in me. What? Beetle. Where did it go? Ah, shit. Did I take too long? Did it slip away while I was trying to psych myself up? What happened? That was my last hope. And I let it escape. I didn't even see it go. No for me. None at all. Really am stupid. Why must my life be so unfair? Well, I guess I'm wearing that dress then. Ha! Oh, chum, you look so cute. Yep, I'm wearing the dress, goddammit. Stop it. Stop staring at me like that. No way, no way. You're so adorable I could eat you up like an ice cream sundae. But you don't even like ice cream sundaes. I thought you don't eat sweets. If it's you, I can make an exception. I wonder if a Moo spent too much time serving creepy old men at a parents' cafe. Certainly picked up on their style of speech. Yeah, get off me, creep. Stay away. And so, since I was the one who lost the contest, it ended up like this. To my surprise and horror, Moo's old dress does fit me after all. Fits me far better than I thought it would, falling modestly midway at my knees. Why must my pride suffer so? Simply for the benefit and amusement of others? It isn't fair. I have feelings too, you know. If I really was that cute, you wouldn't be laughing at me. What's that? Me grins. I don't like that expression. I don't like it at all. See my legs crossed, hands pressed down on the skirt so it doesn't get lifted by the wind, stare resonantly down at the ground. I just mean, it's not common for people to laugh at cute things. Isn't their standard reaction something like, oh, that's so adorable? And what's your point? The fact that you're laughing is, surely that means instead of looking cute, I actually look ridiculous. And you just want to make fun of me. I think you look cute. Noah speaks up suddenly, head peeking out from over the top of his sketchbook. Noah sits alongside Moo and me at the side of the river. Hair flutters gently in the breeze. Skirts shifting above her legs. Shoes have been kicked off somewhere. Don't know where, and she's pressing her bare feet against the earth, riding out the sole between her exposed toes. What she's course, it's the clear jar containing a moose winning bug. Interesting coloured, fluffy caterpillar. The last 10 minutes or so, Noelle's attention has been directed solely towards that caterpillar. Since she was being so quiet, I almost forgot she was here. And Noelle's unexpected comment, my face turns even redder. Start to shrink into myself, compressing my body like an accordion. Accordion in a dress. How charming. But I don't want to be considered cute either. Eh? I thought you said you did, Chan. What gives? Well, I mean, I'll be considered cute then, funny, but that doesn't mean I like being either. Just want to live a normal life. A normal life? What does that even mean? Well, nothing inherently abnormal about a boy wearing a dress. Goes with pants all the time. I know that, but... Anyway, that's so boring. Isn't this more fun? It's only fun for you. If you lost, you had to take a dip in the river. You wouldn't look so smug. Of course I wouldn't act, Chan. I'm a mature woman. I accept all my losses with grace and dignity. I didn't know about that. Well, it doesn't matter if you know or not. Fact is, you didn't win, so you can't test it out. It's a perfect devil's proof. Well, practiced. Grab my teeth together. Annoying, but Moo is right. And I'm sure her words are a massive lie. I can't disprove them. Cause I've never beaten her at anything before. Not even in my whole life. And nowhere knowing how she reacts to failure. I might have an idea. But never mind. I'm a gracious winner. I won't get angry at you for being bitter, so please, insult me all you want. It won't change the fact that I won and you didn't catch a single thing. There were some complications and... Yes, it's a loser right to make excuses. Doesn't harm me in an exalted position, so... If it will make you feel better, please go ahead. Stop touching me. I'm still laughing, and Moo continues to amuse herself by tugging at my cheeks, stretching them as far as they can go. God, am I gonna have even any cheeks left after this? Why must this girl abuse me so? Even while acting like a saint. It's unfair I could cry. That's enough for now. After an hour or so, Noelle finally sits down in a sketchbook. Her expression is inscrutable as always. Not sure what it means. I know she's happy with her picture. Thankfully, Moo has finally ceased her unorthodox punishment game. How pitiful my sad, pathetic state. Maybe in a rare moment of genuine kindness, she said I could change back into my normal clothes if I wanted to. Of course, I did want to. Very much so. Even so, I still feel embarrassed. I think I'd be able to feel better if I could set that dress on fire in some kind of symbolic act, but Moo flatly refused. That might have been for the best. It's already so clumsy, introducing me to fire would be a bad idea. I mean, who needs a murderous yandere girlfriend when you could just accidentally kill yourself instead? I'd probably end up burning half the forest down. Or that too. Be a memorable way to end my trip here, to be sure, but I don't know if it'd make me the most popular person around. Huh. You mean you finished that drawing? No. Then why'd you stop? Doesn't that seem a little half-hearted, giving up before it's even over? It isn't giving up. It's complicated. Well, turns her gaze upwards towards the sky. If you're honest, I think... Well, this is only my interpretation, but... no matter how much work you do or how hard you try, very hard to communicate your vision, and it can get lost easily. In essence, no drawing can ever be finished. You can never take what's inside your brain and put it on a paper for people to see. It's impossible. That was a strangely philosophical statement. Leaves me speechless for a few moments. What does she mean? I guess that means you try hard? I don't know, because I like drawing. It doesn't seem like a difficult task. You know, I think it's strange, praising people for doing something they love. The act of doing it in the first place is enough of a reward. Maybe I understand. Like, if you enjoy the art, then you don't need to be complimented. I think it's something like that. Though I don't dislike compliments, they don't feel very necessary. That's not what I draw. No, I got it. I don't think I got it. I look at Moo dubiously. Is that really true? Maybe I should test her. What have you got, Moo? Well, I enjoy teasing you, action, and it comes easily to me. What? Enjoy teasing you? That's what I said, right? I already know that, but why are you bringing it up? That has nothing to do with anything. It has everything to do with everything. Might not agree, but personally I think annoying you is also a form of art. That's stupid. That isn't what art is it, Noelle? I look at Noelle searching for support. However, to my surprise, she doesn't seem to care at all. In fact, she is actually nodding her head. Yes, you're very good at teasing action, Moo. Yes. Thank you. But I don't need to be praised for my art, because I love doing it so much. At this, Noelle gives Moo a small round of applause, clapping her hands together politely. Soft pitter-patter fills the forest, mingling with the sounds of the running river. Moo looks so pleased with herself. It's almost as though she exists simply to embarrass me. This isn't how art really works, is it? That's ridiculous. Are you sure it's okay for us to be in here? Yeah, of course. Why wouldn't it be? Well, it is Golden Week. School's meant to be closed, isn't it? Yes, it's meant to be. But it's hardly my fault somebody left the window open, is it? I guess not, but... So, I really haven't done anything wrong. Just taken advantage of somebody else's mistake. I suppose that is true, but... I think as good citizens, it's our duty not to take advantage of those mistakes. Hey, you can only talk, Akchan. You're just as complicit in this crime as I am. Damn it. She's right. Since I'm an accessory to the crime, it's impossible for me to counter her. Bill and I are standing around in our classroom, all having already wandered off somewhere earlier. This is the only classroom in the whole school, actually. The only one that actually gets used, I mean. There are a few other classrooms, reminder of when the school was first built and this village was bigger. Now, however, there are so few students they can all be taught in one room, together. Other classrooms are always locked. Never been inside them. As such, they've inspired a lot of good stories. Don't really know why Moo decided to come here. Maybe she doesn't either. Either I think she was just acting on the spur of the moment, or no, it was one moment we're all sitting together by the river, and next to Moo was up on her feet trying to chivvy us along. Come on. You had a really great idea. Is it as good as your mastermind plan to combine green tea with Pockeray Sweet? Sadly, isn't quite as good as that. Really was a stroke of genius if I do say so myself. You'll have to see it yourself. Nobody else will. Huh? What are you talking about? Green tea is amazing, so it's only natural that everything will taste better with it. But anyway, here's my plan. Think we should sneak into the school. What? But why? I thought the point of being on a holiday was not going to school. Well, that might be true, but aren't you interested in going back? For the sake of old times, you know, the memories. Maybe a little. Yes, it'll be just like old times. You and me and Noelle, together in class. Like we always choose together. That might be a little fun. It'd be nice, I guess. Since the school here is so different to the one in the city. Yes, then we should go. Do you want to go, Noelle? I don't mind, really. Then it's decided. Let's do it. Right now. Okay, but I just thought, wouldn't it be locked? You underestimate me, Action. You'll find a way around that somehow. You're always prepared for mischief, aren't you? And so we did. Moon being the devious person that she is, someone knew about a window that hadn't been locked. By carefully entering in through that window, we were able to get inside. And that's about the gist of it, really. Okay, and a flashback. I just hope we don't get caught. If we do, we could get in a lot of trouble. Don't worry about that, Action. Nobody's gonna come here, not during a holiday. And if they do, I doubt they care too much. Not like we're breaking the law or something. You know, I'm not too sure about that. Nonsense. We're students. We should be glad we're coming in to school more than we have to. Really? Yes. It shows that we have a good work ethic. I don't know if that's true, but look around my settings, take in the familiar sights once more. Move through the classroom, a little dusty from disuse over the holiday, and sit down at my old desk. Been so long since I was last here, but time really did fly. Didn't want to move to the city at all. I was sure I would hate it. First few weeks were pretty hard, trying to acclimatize to my new environment. Got lost so many times, and it was hard for me to make new friends. However, after some initial bumps, I was eventually able to settle in. After a month, I already fallen into the comfortable monotony of routine. No longer was I riding a train to school intimidating, find my classroom confusing, new classmates strangers. Got used to it, and I accepted my new position. Started to take it for granted. After that, time began to move by more quickly. Before I knew it, 2 years had gone by, just like that. I started to forget. What my old life used to be like. Somehow, without even intending to, my memories of this building and its comforting sawdusty smell faded away. When I think of school now, the image that instantly springs to my mind is the large modern building constructed in the city, 3 stories high, complete with a gymnasium, a canteen, and a swimming pool. It's strange how that happens. I guess people can adopt to anything, no matter how daunting it may seem to begin with. So, Action. It walks over to me, her hands behind her back, does to rest by my desk, looking down at me with a smile. Light filters in through the open windows. You can see individual particles of dust dancing in the air, strangely ethereal. Did she miss this place? I guess so. I thought, since I spent so much time here, I wouldn't forget, but even though it's just the minor details, I don't remember as much as I thought I would. Well, that makes sense. Your mind isn't always perfect. At times things get distorted. That's strangely sentimental coming from you. I guess so. Maybe I'm a sentimental person. Very last, a touch of light pink appearing across her cheeks. Feels so sensation against the back of my hand. His fingertips are brushing against my skin gently, hesitantly. Does she want to hold my hand? What are you doing? I was just thinking. It might be kind of nice, a couple holding hands in the classroom, and everybody else has already gone home. So scandalous. Holding hands, how dare they? I know it sounds silly, but it's pretty common occurrence in girls' manga. Alongside the love letter and the shoe locker and homemade food, of course. Writing a love letter would be way too sappy, and you don't have a shoe locker for me to put it in anyway. Not anymore. And I can't cook. If I tried to make you food, I'd probably just poison you, and that would be a very good way of showing my affections. I smile. You're starting to sound like me. Huh? You mean rambly? Yeah, rambly. Definitely rambly. Jeez, don't want to sound like an idiot. Guess I'm rubbing off on you more than ways than one. You think I sound like an idiot? Kind of, but it's pretty endearing. Can't pull it off at all. Maria's cheeks are flushed. Holds her hands at her front, gaze directed downwards. How cute. When she makes a face like that, of course I'll acquaintance to her request. Feel me not to. Pushing my own afraidness and following heart to one side, but not literally, I reach out. Take a hand in mine. Who jumps as though she has been electrocuted. Tak-chan? Of course I don't mind holding a hand. Don't need to get so embarrassed about it. I don't? No. No way. I mean, we already kissed. I guess so. Kissing is a high level, isn't it? I don't know about levels, but maybe? You know, this has always been a dream of mine. Having a romantic encounter with a boy I like in a classroom, two of us alone. Thought of it ever since I was 12. Who squeezes my fingers, or her fingers around mine, holding me tightly. Kinda dorky, huh? No, it's fine. I think it's sweet. It's nice to know you have a softer side. Of course I do. It's not like I don't have feelings, you know. It's just I'm too nice and lovey-dovey towards you. You might start to take me lightly. I don't want to ever be dismissed as just some girl, you know. I would never take you lightly, Amu. Value my own life too much. Good. Of course. I think she's trying to mask how red her face is. If she ever is, it's all useless. I can already tell. Is this a dream? Reason why you wanted to come to school? Mood tenses. No, not entirely. Well, sure slump. Only partially, okay? Okay, I won't ask any further. Kinda sad though. What's sad? Maybe this sounds selfish, but it's sad. Even though we're dating now, we won't get to do fun couple-like things. We get to go out after school together, go to the movies, go to the arcade, eat ice cream, have a meal together. There's a lot of places I wanted to go to on dates. Well, we already did most of the things on your list when I still lived here. I know, but without the romance, it's just not the same. It isn't the same tension. It isn't like a manga. Not at all like. Isn't any flowers blooming in the background or anything. I guess that's my fault then. I should have realized how I felt sooner. Maybe we could have done those things. I guess I really am stupid. Well, even if you are stupid, that's okay. I forgive you. I'm a dummy too. Country bumpkins together? Miss smiles, squeezing my hand a little tighter. Yeah, country bumpkins together. Aw, we're so sweet together. A few minutes go by in silence. Me seated at my old desk. Moo by my side, warm shafts of sunlight streaming through the window. Being together like this is peaceful. Sometimes it's nice doing nothing more strenuous than simply existing. However, Noel's absence is starting to feel somewhat ominous. Uh-oh. Is this where everything goes downhill? Can't help but worry. Do you think she's alright? She's been gone a long time. You worry too much, Chan. Noel always goes off on her own. It's not unusual. Thought you knew that better than anyone. I know, but I wonder what she's doing. Looking at a painting, most likely. Really has been putting a lot of effort into it. It's almost like she is obsessed with it. Look at her move curiously. What is this painting like? He pulls her face. Artistic. That's not very helpful. I know it's just not something a person like me could understand. It's weird and abstract with a lot of black and red. I don't really know what it's meant to be. But it looks kind of creepy. Oh. Yeah, coupled on the fact that it's only black and red, it makes me wonder what she's truly painted. Cause, yeah, I have a bad feeling about this. Creepy? Yeah, not very happy. Amu shrugs. But what do I know? Not an artist. No idea what it's supposed to mean. I'd ask Noelle. Huh. Maybe I should. I'm a little interested in seeing it. Especially if she's been working so hard on it. Been working on every single art lesson for the last 2 months. Don't get how one person can focus on one task for so long, to be honest. But you've been interested in sports for a while yourself, haven't you? You go to the batting center all the time. Yeah, but that's different. I play baseball, even if it's just against a machine. Get to move around and stretch my legs. Keeps me young. I mean, weren't you the one that was saying about imagining the balls being heads instead? Yeah, sitting there painting though, don't think I'd be able to do it. It'd be so dull and boring. That's just because you have a short attention span. Mood pounds. No, it's not that dummy. It's more like, I'm sure Noelle should be finished by now. Canvas completely covered in paint. It's a big canvas. But every single art lesson keeps coming back to it, and more and more, painting over what she's already done. Seems kind of counterintuitive, and a little strange. Strange? I wonder. Now I'm more curious than ever. That I am too. Hey, Noelle? You really were here after all. Huh? Oh. Hello. Noelle turns to look at the moon, a small frown on her face. Just like a moon guessed, we found Noelle in the storage room. It's an old dingy room without any windows. The air smells musty since it never gets ventilated. It makes me wince. The room is primarily used to store old junk, and it's cluttered with it. With just one brief look around, I can see old chairs missing. Leg sports equipped with several decades old. Some magazines and manga that were confiscated from students from who knows how long ago. Out of curiosity, I take a look at one of the large stacks of magazines. Love the dust that settled on the topmost magazine. Pick it up, start to lay through it. Pages undisturbed by any human hand for what may be decades crack onto my fingertips like dry leaves. It's some girl's fashion magazine, but the clothes will look horribly outdated. Can't think of anybody who'd be willing to wear stuff like this. I'm not exactly the most fashionable person. Mother still buys me my socks. I frown, searching for the date of publication. 1968. Goddamn. Almost 20 years ago. Wait, so this is 1980s? Huh, okay, interesting. But yeah, what? That would be... Fuck me, that's like 60 years ago. My god, it does not feel like that long ago. Well, that explains it then. Place the magazine back down and stack carefully, so as not to upset them. Resume my research. Also a note, creepy looking anatomical dummy hidden in the corner, scooped by the shadows. It used to be used for biology lessons. I was removed from the classroom because it scared the kids too much. That's what my mother told me anyway. This forgotten place of clutter and chaos where students hardly ever go, where Miss Tachibana decided to store Noel's painting. Were you looking at your painting? Why did it get put in here? Shouldn't it be back in the classroom? No. If it was left in the classroom, it might get knocked over or damaged. Nobody comes in here, so it's safer. I say it's fine, but it's really gloomy in here. Looks like it hasn't been dusted in years. It's fine. Sunlight in the classroom would damage it. Really is better to keep it in the dark. If you say so. But if I was that painting, I'd be totally bummed. Trying to live in such a crappy place where nobody can see me. You say some funny things to me. Huh? What do you mean? It's only a painting. It doesn't have any feelings. Well, I know that, obviously. But it seems like a shame since you were working so hard on it. Huh? Is that really so sad? Yeah. I think when people try hard, their efforts should be rewarded. And that doesn't always happen. Just how life is, I think. Hey, do you think I could take a look at it? My painting? Yeah. I'm kind of curious. Well, it isn't finished yet. Don't like showing people things that aren't finished. But you showed me. That's different. I was working on it in the class. Everybody saw. I pout. Starting to feel left out. Hey, that isn't fair. I want to see it too. Noel frowns. She sits on the spot, arms behind her back and looks down at the floor. Why does she look so concerned? I get the feeling that the subject of the painting is potentially about me. Acting as though I just asked her to see her diary or something. Then, I realize. Painting, which she pours so much of her time and effort into, must be very personal to her. Something that she doesn't want others to see. Or maybe something she doesn't want me to see. Am I being arrogant for assuming that? I hope not, but it might be possible. So I know Noel better than most people. Would I be able to see something in this picture that others can't? Something that would help me understand her feelings? But painting is personal. Can I really ask to see it so casually? Do I even have the right to? Doesn't want me to look at it. It'd be best if I respected her wishes, right? Ultimately, I decide that this isn't something I can ask about. Not so easily. Last 2 years, I ignored Noelle steadfastly. Didn't call her and I didn't write to her. Didn't try at all. Why should returning here for 3 days mean I can suddenly start picking at her painful past wounds? I really don't have any right at all. I guess we're not going to get to see the painting, at least for this one. And so, here I am, back in the dilapidated old train station with a single, lonely-looking wooden bench. Darkness is beginning to descend. I think this is going to be a particularly cold evening, when it's already chilly. I shiver. So cold I can't even hear the cicadas. It must be hiding somewhere. Maybe this is an omen. Maybe it means something. You just can't stay the same forever. Need to move on. I already said goodbye to my grandparents when I was picking up my suitcase. Well, they wanted to come down to the station with me to see me off, but they declined. That brief encounter was a bit embarrassing, to be honest. And we're just gonna have a flashback to it. Why old people like us be a bore, lad? Not at all, Grandpa. I don't mind. But you're with your two cute girlfriends, aren't you? Don't want old folks like us cramping your style. Girlfriends? What the? Yeah, that's right. We're like Chun's harem, aren't we? It's not like that. I mean, one of them is my girlfriend, the other one is my friend. Well, you're not supposed to agree. God damn it. We're part of the harem. Oh, God. Why is everybody ganging up on me? Oh, a harem. Good job, lad. No, don't listen to them. That's a lie. I'm not really that disreputable. He's a real heartbreaker. Stop telling lies to my grandpa. He's old and easily confused. That takes me back. Remember in the days of my youth, why I was a handsome young thing, though you wouldn't know it now. Full head of hair and a snappy dress sense too. I was popular with the ladies, I can tell you that much. I could whisk them off their feet quicker than you can say Casanova. But then I made an honest man out of him, and I haven't regretted it since. Anyway, dear, I made you some cookies. Wish you might like some for your trip back home. Oh, thank you, Grandma. I thought your two friends might like some as well. Would you care for some homemade cookies? Oh, sweet. Yes, they're very sweet. Well, I can't never say no to free food. That goes against my policy. I didn't know you had any policies. Oh, hey, cheer. Did you hear? Little grandson's got a harem. Please don't go around telling everybody that. What? No, I haven't. Well, I knew it was only a matter of time. Well done, dear. Oh, for fuck's sake. For that, you can have some cookies. Gee, thanks, Grandma. Here, take them. Why isn't anybody listening to me? I don't have a harem. This was not how I was expecting it to go. Who knew that on my first playthrough I'd get the harem ending? Honestly, a harem? Where did the mood pick that phrase up from anyway? Probably the manga. I guess you could turn this question on its head and ask how I know it too. And the answer would be, living in the city is pretty educational, I could imagine. Especially if you're living in, Japan and whatnot. They have some interesting, entertainment that comes out of that country. Classmates know things. Unimaginable things. But that's besides the point. Moo said all of that with such a wide smile too. That girl really has no shame. You got everything you need? Chan? Huh? Oh yeah, I think so. Are you sure? I know you can be forgetful sometimes. No, it's fine. Really, I'm okay. Didn't bring that much with me to begin with. Really? So you remembered to pack your toothbrush, toothpaste, pajamas, socks, and dirty underwear? What? Why would you think my underwear is dirty? I don't know. I just have a feeling. Call it a woman's intuition. And I really hope he's not one of those guys that leaves skid marks on his underwear. You're disgusting. Now I'm sure I don't know what you mean. Poor Moo, face bright red. Why does she tease me so much? Is it really the only enjoyable pastime she has? What a sadist. But I think I can understand her motives just a little. Probably, most likely, wants to lighten the atmosphere. I'll be leaving soon. Don't know when I'll come back again. Could be a few months until we see each other. Maybe even years. Moo trying to cheer me up. She acting silly so she can smooth over the slightly gloomy atmosphere that will always come hand in hand with goodbyes. Maybe she's acting like this for me. In that case, how could I be mad at her? Thank you, Moo. What are you talking about, Achan? Your brain broken? No, it's not broken. Just happy. Moo stares at me in shock. Started going out of my mind. Happy? Because I said your underwear was dirty? No, that's not the reason why. Of course it isn't. I'm still annoyed that you said that, actually. Huh. Well then, I don't get it. Are you trying to play some kind of mind game with me, Chan? My head hurts. I think I've figured something out. Most effective way to silence a Moo. When she gets really irritating, all you need to do is accept her abuse with a smile and a few words of thanks. And she is thick-headed, she's unable to process that level of unexpected kindness. Brain short circuits. Guess it's kinda cute that she's so weak against being complimented. Don't worry about it. I'm just glad we're together. Together? You mean... Yeah. I mean what I mean. We're together, right? Yes. I think so too. Even if we're far apart, that won't change, right? No way. It won't change. Definitely won't change. The two of us must look so stupid. Shy blushing couple, unable to say what we really feel, able to even look each other in the eye. I'll do my best. Even though I'm a weak person, I won't run away anymore. Definitely do my best. Wow, Achan. Look away, face flustered. That was pretty corny, wasn't it? Feel free to laugh if you wanna. No, it wasn't corny. I think he kinda sounded just a little bit cool. Aww. Look down at my watch. It's 6:45. Don't have very long left at all. What about Noelle? Turn to look at her. Standing to one side of Moo, hands behind her back. The cool breeze, her silver hair flutters around her shoulders, skirts dancing about her pale legs in a ghostly manner. The darkening sky with her light blue eyes and pale skin really does look ethereal. Suppose this is goodbye. I suppose it is. Seeing you again was really fun. I'll miss you. I'll miss you too, Noelle. But this isn't goodbye. We'll see each other again, right? It takes Noelle a few moments to reply. I wait, my breath caught in my throat. Why do I suddenly feel so anxious? Of course, we'll see each other again someday. Of course, we are friends. That's right. Friends don't drift apart so easily. With that loud, self-confident laugh, the serious atmosphere between Noelle and I completely disintegrates. Hey, Moo. What is it? Are you bowled over by my beauty and good looks? No, I was just thinking. When you laugh like that, it sounded like your dad. What? No way. That's a lie. Why would I be lying? 'Cause you're mean. You're mean and trying to bully me. I mean, is that what you do to me? That can't be true. Take it back. Am I like the old bastard, huh? I thought more ladylike and elegant. I didn't know that those are the words I'd use. Besides, you're his daughter. Achan. Now that's just too cruel. I slumps to the floor theatrically, face twisted up with grim despair. Finally, I struck back at her. Scored a point. It's what she deserves for making fun of my underwear. Oh, giggles. It really is funny, isn't she? Yeah, he really is. But, are you sure it's alright to dawdle any longer? You'll miss your train. I guess you're right. Better head off. But when I look back at my friends, and Moo and Noel, heart feels heavy. Do I really have to go so soon? Feels like I arrived here only half an hour ago. Saying goodbye to this village once was hard enough, but saying goodbye again? Isn't that cruel? Isn't that unfair? I can't stay here forever. This isn't where I belong anymore. I have a new life now, a new home, new school, new friends. I have to go back. Hey, I'll miss you, Ak-chan. I'll miss you too, Moo. Ak-chan? Noel looks at me. My blue eyes are penetrating. Feels as though they can stare right through me. You should get going. Don't let it slow you down. Somehow the way she said it is a little sad. Almost as though she considers herself a nuisance. I can't dwell on Noel's turn of a phrase for too long. Need to hurry. I have to go. Yeah, I will. Guess I'll be going. Oh, and Ak-chan? Huh? Well, they're smiling. A small smile that doesn't seem entirely convincing. Holding a white envelope in her hands. A letter. She's holding it out to me. Even though it's plain what her intent is. Still, I ask, is this for me? Yes, I thought you could read it on the train back. Ah, his turns light pink. Hey, is that a love letter? Why does the mood sound so accusatory? Could it be... is she possibly jealous? Uh-oh. I guess there's still a little bit more time for them to start killing each other or killing me. Didn't know she was the type of person who got envious so easily. Thought she was more self-esteem than that. That's the case, maybe I should write to her a lot during my absence, so she doesn't get lonely. I think it was Moo herself who told me this at some point, but jealous girls in love can be very, very dangerous. Yeah, and probably once we start going down the other different routes and getting a different ending, we will be bound to see that. I guess I just got very lucky that I got one of the endings where I nearly ended up in a harem and didn't actually get killed. Although, being hurt though, I might end up having a few bruises, but nothing life-threatening. No, it isn't a love letter. It's simply an expression of my feelings. A written expression? Sounds pretty fancy. Isn't really. I'm just rambling. Contains things that are too difficult for me to say out loud. What do you mean? That sure sounds like a love letter to me. I think Moo's been reading too much manga. Still, receiving a letter like this at a train station that contains things too difficult to say really does sound like the ideal setup for a love letter. It's nothing like that. It's simply saying goodbye. That's all. You'd rather learn to say goodbye, but you already said it. You said it just now. I'm not good with words though. It takes me too long to think of what to say. Thought it'd be best to write it down. It would have more closure that way. Closure? This isn't a detective drama. There isn't even a dead body. At least not yet. Rose smiles, shaking her head. I hope it's not like something along the lines of, hey, like, I'm gonna keep a close eye on you and I'm gonna hunt you down and kill you type of vibes on the letter. God, I hope not. You're going to miss your train. You should hurry up. Right. Come to my senses, gripping the handle of my suitcase tightly. In my haste, I crumpled the letter up in my hand, shoving it into the deepest, darkest recesses of my pocket. Guess I'll be off then. I'll see you two later? Thank you for everything. It's no problem, Achan. I'll see you later. Bye-bye. I hope you have a safe journey. Make my way to the platform. Train is waiting for me. I don't have enough time. Need to pick up the piece. I still turn my head back one more time. Guys aren't gonna push me in front of the train, are you? Oh, and Amu have followed me out onto the platform. They're watching me. And they're both smiling. Standing there together, side by side. One could always mistake them for close friends. Are they friends now? I hope so. Even though they're not at all similar, I like to think that people, regardless of their differences, can find some common ground. That would make the world seem less lonely. They wave at me. I wave back, before turning about once more, fixing my gaze straight ahead. This is really goodbye? Is it that? Somehow feels kind of anticlimactic. Are we gonna get to find out what that letter says? Wait, we're not gonna get to find out what that letter says? We better find that out eventually, but... God damn it. I want to find out what the letter says. But yeah, that's at least one of the endings, but from what I understand there are, including this one, 21 endings for this game. So there's still a lot more to this game, and I am definitely going to be finding out more about this, because, yeah, we actually lucked out and got one of the better endings of this game. From looks of it, there are several good endings to this, but there is also a few bad endings. So that's going to be interesting to see what happens when we decide to piss off one or both of the girls. So, but yeah, really liking this so far. Yeah, man, so much happened in just 3 days, and but there's still more to come. And yeah. I definitely want to find out more what's going on. Well, I mean, there's not really much mystery to this. Oh, hold on. We got an after credit scene. It's in the empty train compartment, leaning my head against the seat. This train is so old, the chairs aren't exactly comfortable. Back is starting to ache. How long have I been on this train now? Maybe half an hour? I don't know. Not too long. Turn my head to look out the window. I can hardly make out much of my surroundings. It really is getting dark. I sigh. Getting restless already, that doesn't bode well for the remainder of the journey. It'll be 6 or 7 hours until I get back home. I wonder if my parents will welcome me back with a warm meal. That'd be nice, but it'll be in early hours in the morning when I finally do get back. Doubt my parents will have gone to the trouble of making me anything. It's likely I'll be presented with some instant noodles or some cold leftovers to heat up in the microwave. It's no good. It's time to get hungry. Stomach rumbles remind me of the fact I haven't had much to eat all day. Really should have prepared some food for this journey ahead of time, but I got so caught up in spending time with Amu and Noelle that I forgot about trifling affairs like food. I used to have my grandmother's cookies to tide me over. They won't be warm anymore, but they should still taste good. Grandmother's food always tastes good. Reach into my pocket, taking out the crinkled cellophane wrapper that contains the cookies. Huh. And at the same time, I felt something unexpected. As a scrap of paper crumpled into a ball. Is it an old receipt or something? Wait, did you seriously forget about the letter already? I need to take it out of my pocket and smooth it out. So at this point I realized something. Eyes widened in recognition. It's an envelope. A white envelope. It's the envelope Noelle gave me back at the train station. Can't believe I forgot about it, especially after we made such a big fuss over it. When I hastened to get on the train, I must have slipped my mind. Traveling always makes me anxious, even though I've been taking the train to school daily for the last 2 years. Still, it's better late than never. At least I found it now rather than 2 months later, crumpled and torn and gone through the washing machine several times over. I should read it. Yes, I want to find out what it says. I need to read it. It'll be fine if I read it, won't it? Of course it will. What a ridiculous question. No, did give me this to me after all. Yet, even so, for some reason, I feel anxious. What did Noelle say before she gave it to me? It is nothing like that. Simply saying goodbye. That's all. Not good with words. It takes me too long to think of what to say. I thought it would be best to write it down. It would have more closure that way. I shake my head. I'm being stupid. Everything's fine. Nothing to worry about. I open the envelope with shaking fingers and take out the letter. No doubt that is Noelle's handwriting. I recognize that small script anywhere, and faintly, laid by an unsure and unsteady hand, I was afraid to commit her thoughts to paper. Noelle's writing is entirely different from her sketches, which utilize bold lines that seem slightly out of character for her. This time, her handwriting looks even fainter than usual. Wonder why? Dear Action, by the time you read this, That's what she meant by saying goodbye. I had it in the back of my fucking head, thinking that she might mean that. A part of me wanted to believe that it was just simply her saying goodbye because she's moving and everything. Probably won't be alive anymore. I'm sorry. Did that shock you? This might sound melodramatic. I hope you don't mind. Well, that's silly. Of course you'll mind. I'll explain this very well, am I? Sorry. Even though I've already said that. I'll try again. I've been feeling very happy lately. Life has been very stressful this past year. I don't want to go into many details because it wouldn't be very interesting to read. It wouldn't be fun to write either, but first I've been backed against the wall and have no say in my future. Parents won't want the best for me. I know that, but when I think about the life that they planned out for me, I feel scared. Maybe that's because I'm a weak person. I don't want to move again. I don't want to go somewhere new, away from my parents, readjust to a whole new life. I'm a weak person, and I don't think I'm up to it. Might have explained that poorly. I sound like a selfish person, wanting to die over something so simple. People are suffering every day, and yet get caught up on these senseless worries, becoming depressed. I really am a rotten person, aren't I? People can adjust to anything. I know that, but I have become tired of adjusting. Too stubborn, I suppose, so people don't like me. I know that. I'm tired of trying. I don't want to make people like me anymore. People just betray you. I'm tired. I'm really, really tired. Sorry if this upsets you, Achan. You'll always be my best friend. And when you left, we didn't speak for 2 years. I thought of you as my best friend. I always knew you would come back, and you did. Glad I didn't lose faith. You're one of the few people I have faith in. One of the few people I care about. So, I write you this letter. It's the least I could do. It would be too selfish to do this without informing my best friend. But now I've told you, I can rest in peace. That sounds cliche. Don't think people rest. They just disappear. I don't really care. This will end everything, then I'm glad to disappear. Goodbye, Achan. If heaven really exists, then I'll see you again soon. Fuck me, man. This wasn't exactly how I was expecting this to go. Fuck me, man. What is this? Is this really real? I'm gonna start to tremble. I can hardly hold the note steady. I don't believe it. I can't believe it. I know the truth, but I don't want to. How can I ignore it when it's staring me in the face? Mel would never write something like this as a joke. It is far too earnest for that. She doesn't tell lies. Then it's real. I have to accept that this is real. She really is going to end her life. But why? Well, what's the problem? Why were you so unhappy? Maybe if we were there for her, she might not even have been in that position. Because she did say in the letter that people must betray her. Just like we did when we left. And unlike her, we didn't have the balls to say goodbye to her. Why would you do something like this? Why didn't you tell me? Could have helped. It's not like we were really there for her anyway, and not like we really spent time with her. I mean, apart from, like, time at the park, she's like, we didn't do anything with her. Fuck. I shouldn't let that overtake my... When to poke fun at my other friend. I shouldn't have let her overtake her, and I should have... now I'm regretting my decisions. God damn it. Now I feel bad for getting this ending. Maybe death is probably better for me. I thought we were friends. I said we were friends. Close friends, but evidently we weren't quite close enough. What did I do wrong? There's a lot I did fucking wrong. Why? Am I so worthless? Cheeks so damp. Eyes pulse in my head. Takes me a few moments to realize I'm crying. Yeah, and apparently I got ending 6, final letter. Fuck me, man. I wasn't expecting it to end so depressingly. Jesus Christ. I feel like shit. Now I feel bad for kind of making jokes and stuff at the end before we read that letter. God damn. But we're definitely going to be getting back into this because, again, as I said, there's in total, including the one that we just got, is 21 endings, so how badly could they go from here on out, I guess? Man, I'm gonna be in for a wild ride, aren't I?